for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Willis going to throw it right away. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Henry. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. Slant to Adams. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Back to throw, Willis. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside. 1st and 10, Willis. And his throw here is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He may go. Christian McCaffrey. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, They'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. The handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Running left, it's Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third down, it's Willis.
Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Henry. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Juju Smith-Schuster,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Willis now off play action. He'll let this go for Adams. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Right back to the air again with Willis. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. Willis looking to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Tua now on first down. Caught by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side.
So the first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Willis looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Tua, a final shot before half. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The 2nd down throw by Willis. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, it's Willis. He completes it to Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone. Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Tua. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. That's a tale of 2 drives right there, CD. The other guys go for it on 4th and turn the ball over on downs, yet we see the same situation the other way. This time, 4th and goal yields a touchdown run.
And Brandon, as much basketball as you do, oftentimes teams point to the guy who gave the assist on a basket. This offense ought to turn and point to their defense for giving them that opportunity with their 4th down stop that set this one up for a touchdown.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Willis steps away to his left. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
McCaffrey running up the middle. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And they're going to speed things up here. Willis now off of play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Willis to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Willis. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Willis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Willis on 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Willis got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Broncos will take over on downs. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball.
Why would I hold him out for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is season with my Panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome just...
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. that shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on, got the right man. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boat today.